What's up, guys? It's Chris, and I can't sleep. And what do I do when I can't sleep? I research fish aquarium topics. I'm Chris. This is my channel. I talk about fish tanks. I live and die this stuff. I'm covered in tattoos of fish. Please. I'm crazy. Today we're talking about the fantail goldfish growth rate and full grown size. Please like this video. For the love of fish keeping, let's talk about this topic. Alright, so the fantail goldfish is a fancy goldfish. And how do we depict the difference between a fancy goldfish and a regular goldfish? Well, in the Facebook group, we always tell people there's single-tail goldfish and there's double-tail goldfish. And the double tails are what are known as the fancy goldfish. And yes, it's as simple as you think. They literally just have a double tail. And also, usually fancy goldfish have kind of a more chubby body, and that's because it's their body was made that way. They are hybrids made by man, and each particular different species of fancy goldfish have different characteristics. As you can see here in the video, the black moor goldfish right there has protruding eyeballs, the bubble eye has giant bubble eyes, and the fantail goldfish really just has its kind of its scrunched up body and its fantail tail. So let's talk about this. The fantail goldfish grows to around a size of 4 to 8 inches. Most of the time when they're kept in fish aquariums, they're going to reach around 6 inches. Some people do claim that they've seen them at 10 to 12 inches, but if we're being honest, these fish aren't getting adequate size homes. Maybe if you kept them in a giant pond, maybe that could happen. What I'm saying is, on average, they grow to around 6 inches when kept in a glass box, hence fish aquarium. The next question we always get asked is, how fast do they grow? What is the growth rate of the fantail goldfish, or just fancy goldfish in general? And it's tough to answer this question because there's a lot of parameters and variables, because if you think about it, every fish aquarium is kind of different because every location on the planet has different water parameters. You could drive 80 miles down the road from your house and it's going to have different water parameters. And is the different types of water better for the fish, or is it worse? We cannot depict or give you a specific growth rate of what the fish should grow to. There's just so many variables when you break it down, like literally how often do you feed, the quality of food, how happy is the fish, how often are you doing water changes. Literally every variable that is involved with keeping fish is going to tell you how fast it's going to grow. And it's tough to tell you a growth rate. I could give you an average of like maybe, it's really tough. I could tell you like an Oscar fish could grow to around a foot in a year. But goldfish are a lot different, and there's just so many moving variables. Like the water temperature that you're going to keep the fish in is also a huge variable. There are a couple of videos. Solid Gold Aquatics has a video of the growth rate of her fancy goldfish, some of her Ryukins, and it took 3 years for her fancies to grow at like full size, which is pretty crazy. I guess the long story short here is, we can't give you an answer as far as the growth rate, but what we can tell you to do is not to sweat it, because just give your fish the best living parameters possible, be patient, and, it's kind of funny because, like when a lot of fish in this industry, it's kind of like the name of the game is to grow out the fish as fast as possible, especially with cichlids, because you can, especially if you're breeding, you can grow them, you can sell them, then the faster you can grow them, the faster you can sell them, the more you can breed. And I understand that everybody wants their fish to be full size, to be in their aquarium as this showcase stunner fish that you want to show off. And a lot of people think that their fish aren't growing adequate enough, because a lot of people that keep fish tanks get worried about being an adequate fish keeper. But all I can say is keep up with your water changes, give a varied diet, get a couple different brands of foods. I'll throw some links in the description box of some of my favorite brands. Get yourself some good filtration. Like, honestly, 3 basic things I always tell people with goldfish. Get yourself a water changer. Get some decent quality brands of foods, like different variations of the foods. and get yourself some good filtration, because with those things, with goldfish, it's the most important factors. And again, I'll throw links in the description box to all my favorite products if that interests you. Alright guys, I think we'll wrap this up. We talked about the fantail goldfish growing to a growth size between 5 to 8 inches, and the growth rate is kind of up in the air because there's just so many moving variables. Please guys, leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what you're thinking, what your next tank setup is going to be. I love hearing from you guys. And please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for the love of fish keeping.